Hey, what's up? This is 5 Minute Finance, and I'm Matt. The goal of 5 Minute Finance is to help you better understand the fundamentals of personal finance so that you can take action to improve your finances today. This will help you do what you want with your money in the long run. 5 Minute Finance is designed to help people who are unsure or nervous about personal finance and want to understand the basics of what they should be doing with their money. 5 Minute Finance is geared towards students and young people, but hopefully has helpful tips that can help everyone. Today we will start with the basics, looking at earning versus spending. Money can be scary. There's nothing more terrifying than checking your bank account balance after a weekend of going out with friends. The best way to make money less scary is to know how much money you have and what you're doing with it. As they say, money is power, and you want to be super powerful when it comes to your money. The best way to be super powerful is to know how much money you have coming in each month and to know how much money you spend each month. When you know how much money you have coming in each month, and you compare it to how much money you spend each month, you can determine if you are saving money on a monthly basis, or if you have a deficit on a monthly basis. You can also understand where you're spending your money, and if it's going to necessities like rent or student loans, or if you're mainly spending it on fun things like booze and eating out. It's important to figure this out because if you spend more money than you earn each month, it will be impossible to save money for the future. I'm sure you want to save money for things like emergencies, goals like international travel, plans like future weddings, and even for retirement someday. Understanding where your money is spent can help you highlight areas where you want to cut back on spending, say 3 a.m. Amazon purchases for example, and instead save money for priorities like going on a trip abroad. This may seem overwhelming to figure out, but it doesn't have to be. I recommend Mint.com, which allows you to input your bank and credit card information, and it will pull together all of your transactions in an easy-to-use interface. It will even break your spending out into categories, allowing you to look at your spending from a big picture level. Are you spending too much money on booze? Are you spending too much money on eating out? Are you spending most of your money on rent? If you don't want to use a tool like Mint.com, you can create a spreadsheet and enter this information yourself. You can reference your credit card statements and bank statements to get the information you need about where you're spending your money and how much you're spending, and then enter that information on how much you spend and where you spent it. Make sure to include any cash that you spent to get a full picture of your spending overall. The goal here is to take a couple of hours to review your spending and compare it to your monthly income. If you do this and look at the previous 90 days, you'll be able to determine if you're saving money, breaking even, or losing money on a monthly basis. Once you have this information, you can determine what you're specifically spending money on in depth and if you need to cut back on spending in the future. Your overall goal is to spend less money than you make each month so that you can save money on a monthly basis, as this is the first step to being in control of your finances.